Now that you have your tube in, you're ready to put the rest of the tire on the wheel. The first thing you want to do is grab the stem, push up into the tire. Grab your other hand and pinch the tube and the tire together. Then what you want to do is to use your thumb and go in half of the distance of the wheel in one direction and stop, and then go half of the wheel in the other direction. This way, when you let go of the stem part, the wheel doesn't come off. Then what you do is put the stem in next to your stomach, use your thumbs, and then feed the tire on the rim until you can't do it anymore. For those who use tire levers, what you want to do is put your thumb on the one side of where the tire is on the rim. Then you want to go to the opposite side, take the curved side of your tire lever and flip it in the direction of the rim. Go in the opposite direction. Don't put your tire lever halfway in between your thumb and the other end of the remainder of the tire. It will be very difficult to put the tire on. You only want to go just a small distance. Put it on and go small distances each time until you're done. Now, if you're someone who doesn't like to use tire levers or you forgot, again, you got to have fairly strong hands to be able to do this, but you use your thumbs until you can only go so far, and then what you want to do is put both thumbs together, pull up and over, and feed it over the edge of the rim. And then it's on. If you don't put pressure on the valve stem to stay in place, when you try to put something on it, it will disappear, making it harder to put either a CO2 cartridge or a floor pump head on the valve stem itself. The way you counteract that is put your thumb push down. That way, when you put force down on the valve stem, either your CO2 cartridge or your floor pump, it doesn't move. So, earlier I told you there's a very right and wrong way to use a CO2 cartridge. The way you eliminate the cartridge from freezing up is you don't put the CO2 cartridge on the valve stem and allow it to go above parallel. If it goes between parallel and higher, the CO2 cartridge will freeze up, and if your fingers are touching it, you will lose skin if you try to take your hand off. How do I know that? Personal experience. And it does not feel good. So, if the valve stem is parallel to the ground, it's easy to put the CO2 cartridge on here and point the cartridge down toward the ground as much as possible. Next, you slowly inflate your tire with the CO2 cartridge. It's compressed air. It will come out fast. You need to do it slowly. So, take your thumb off and you slowly inflate your tire until you run out of CO2 cartridge. Now that you've completely installed your new tube, you're ready to put the wheel on the bike and finish your ride. Now what I'm going to do is go through the entire process and let you see in real time how long it takes me to change a flat. done. What I did try to accomplish was to be able to change a flat in the most efficient and simple way that I know how. I hope that you take this information, practice a few times, and realize just how fast you can change a flat.